us on April 21st at 10 a.m. in San Francisco at the Embarcadero Plaza for our Earth Day action for climate justice. Help us hold Governor Newsom and other targets accountable for not protecting, accounting our communities through uplifting these demands.
We demand that the state of California stops investing into fossil fuels through public pension funds and that Governor Newsom supports SB 252.
As much work as we're doing and as loud as we're shouting, money is flowing exactly where it was at the start of all of this.
It is beyond time for us to move past the status quo. This bill is a necessity to have in the battle we're all fighting for California to go green.
The divestment from fossil fuels needs to stop giving money to the fossil fuel industry as a way to stop supporting them and instead support the effort to reduce fossil fuel use. The Youth versus the Apocalypse group, also known as YVA, is currently working on trying to get the CTA to pass the bill SB 252. If the bill gets passed, it will make the CTA and CalSTRS stop investing money in fossil fuels from the retirement fund.
Right now, the retirement funds of every public employee are invested into the racist, destructive, and lying fossil fuel industry.
If Newsom wants to be a climate leader, he needs to speak out against investing public pension funds into fossil fuels and support SB 252. Which will move our state from investing in destruction towards investing in our future. We are demanding our brown and black communities' rights.
Not just for my health in the future, but for the future generations, your family, your peers, and everyone on this earth.
We are in danger, and it's showing more every day with storms, fires, and disasters.
Many of these industries are next to our brown and black youth's houses. Many of them are being impacted. Their health issues are increasing more and more each day. Many of the health issues are asthma, cancer, difficult breathing, and more. Many of us don't even have enough money to pay for medicine. Many of us need you. You have the power to change this society.
We don't need just your support right now.
We need your action. The power to pass this is in your hands. Don't drop it.
We approve this message.
We need you, Gavin Newsom. If you're a true leader, then help us. The only thing we're asking you is help, nothing else. We're just asking you to save our future, not just us, but you too.
As part of this climate strike, Youth versus Apocalypse is charging Governor Newsom to regulate PG&E. People should be placed over profit and not the other way around.
Governor Newsom must not allow PG&E to make profit while charging people for their own oversight in environmental catastrophes.
Many of the wildfires that have desecrated California were at the hands of PG&E, the corporation that brings Californians gas and electricity. Since 2017, PG&E has been blamed as the culprit for over 30 wildfires, which have burned thousands of homes, destroyed thousands of acres of natural land, and killed hundreds of people. Many people have faced financial hardships, such as going to homelessness because of these wildfires.
Every day now, PG&E wastes hundreds of thousands of dollars on big CEO salaries while neglecting vital infrastructure and the conditions of millions. Last year alone, $6 billion of profit did not go towards the aging systems of power lines and power plants, but instead lining them in their shareholders' pockets.
Yet, with the mounting testimonies against PG&E, Governor Newsom has granted PG&E safety certification, practically a license to burn. Now, the money that PG&E would own if, for say, a power line fell and caused a wildfire will be coming out of taxpayers' pockets. You and my money. The utility bill for several families who are already struggling to make ends meet, it has been increased because of this. And Californians are stuck paying PG&E because this company is pretty much a monopoly. Yet our governor has sided with them, though the evidence is clear that this company is destroying our lives and our environment.
This is why we at YVA demand that Governor Newsom hold PG&E accountable to people and not profit.
Our lives are valuable, and we should live with the thought that our government truly serves its people. So support YVA as we are taking a stand against Governor Newsom's complacency with PG&E, and we are demanding him to regulate this company. Thank you.
We demand
that
the state of California support migrant justice as a part of climate justice
and speak out against Joe Biden's plan to jail immigrant families.
The U.S. plays a huge role in creating climate disasters and forcing families to leave their homelands. For this reason, we must protect them and support their futures instead of destroying their futures.
I believe this is important because I do not think anybody should be getting detained for no reason at all.
This is important because many families can be separated. This is important to me because immigrants are trying to help their family. This matters to me the most because my parents are immigrants and I don't want Joe Biden to put them in jail. Thank you. Bye.
We demand that Governor Newsom protects frontline communities by stopping all new oil permits, dropping existing production, and rolling out 3,200-foot setback limits between oil wells and neighborhoods. Neighborhood drilling cannot persist because it causes health problems like asthma, birth defects, and cancer in primarily low-income communities of color. 90% of the millions of Californians living near fossil fuel infrastructure are people of color, demonstrating the environmental racism of the fossil fuel industry. Newsom has the power to stop permits entirely and protect these already vulnerable communities. But just this year alone, California has issued over 800 permits to fix old oil and gas wells, which contradicts the governor's plan to phase out fossil fuels completely by 2045. Everyone knows that the world is running out of time to stop using fossil fuels for good and avert the worst of the climate crisis. We are saying to him that so-called climate leaders don't drill for oil, and especially not next to neighborhoods.
Our struggles as frontline communities are deeply rooted and connected in this country's foundation of oppression. As the injustices we are experiencing are connected, so does the fight against them need to be. Help us advocate for a world that systemically ensures no one is disposable. See y'all April 21st.